Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Race back to kick off for Green Bay.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you here in Minneapolis. The place is rocking. Packers, Vikings, a divisional matchup to start the 2026 season. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the former Demon Deacon, Damon Claiborne, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 15 yards, that starts the season in style. It's a first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
On first down, Murray. A short one taken by Hawkinson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Murray now on second down. Short pass caught by Oliver. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Murray. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Murray now off the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big-time run by Jacobs. 31 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 33 yards.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
Josh Jacobs into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. The struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by entering Cooper.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Dallas Turner. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And they are all over him again. He goes down once more. Andrew Van Ginkel working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. He'll go up top with this one. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Bell to return. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action for Murray. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Lucas Van Ness taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, and they are facing a 2nd and long. They'll run it with Claiborne. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that run.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
That one on target to Watson. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. 29 yards in all, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards with 1st and goal. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he is not going to get away. That one's thrown up in the backfield.
A 4-yard loss.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On 2nd down, Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the handoff, here is Claiborne. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Once again, it is Claiborne. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
26 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and
Clock
10.
ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. They'll get him out 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board just before halftime.
It's a good way to start the season, right? It's like in golf. It's always nice to see that first putt roll in, and here, his first field goal attempt of the year, right through the uprights.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's what. On 1st down, it's Love. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's Golden. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and 10. Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
The man in motion is Watson. Send a man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's Daniel Whelan now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That is fielded at the 13. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll throw on first down with Murray. Open man downfield. It's Hockenson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Murray. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Yellow, 43. Green jack. Ready?
On first and 10, here's Love. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This from 45 yards away. That one is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Ready, set. Black open. Set, 6, 11, red, 38.
Love to throw it on first down. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
Ball rests at the 37. It's
The
first and
Vikings
10.
take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here is Claiborne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Murray. Working his way across the field. That is caught by Addison. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
19 yards.
Good start to this drive so far. Another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Murray. That's caught left side by Hockenson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
21-yard line.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
21-yard line.
On the ground, play ball. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there for that. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. Here's Murray to throw. Short pass caught by Oliver. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First down, Green Bay.
From the gun, it's Love. Forced out wide. Now he'll run. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
A second down throw for Love. That one on target to Watson. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Point after, coming up here.
For the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Packers extend to a 24-3 lead.
Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Demond Claiborne. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
7-yard gain.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On the give, it's Claiborne. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Deshaun Nixon on the stop.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 45-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And 3rd down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Forced out wide. He kept the play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave. He works his way in, and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Up the middle with Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Great game here in week 1. Trying to see this through to the end, and that's an important first down. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This one is really close, Mike. He makes the catch, but I don't think he's able to establish that possession with both feet in bounds. Could have been a really nice pickup, but instead, it's going to result in an incompletion.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Catch made there by Watson. To the pylon, he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here is Bell on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Swim.
A run, and here's Claiborne. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Murray looking to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Murray now on 2nd down. That's caught once again by Hockenson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 1st and 10, Murray. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
2nd and long coming up. On the ground is Mason. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. This one taken in by Claiborne. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Ready. 50, green.
Now Jacobs. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. inside the 30. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.